We've now introduced payment plans for water bills and other invoices. You'll notice that in this section above the payment schedule, you've got the button now for add payments or a button to edit the schedule status. If you need to delete a payment or suspend or unsuspend, you can do that here. With the add payments, when you select it, you'll notice the mode will pop up and you'll have the options of a one-off payment that you're used to using or the new payment plan. Under the payment plan, you can select to have the payments based on the total payment amount, which will be the most common, or if you've got a payment plan over a number of payments, a payment count, you can do that. So based on the payment amount, that's the most common. Let's say you've got a large water bill, let's call it $337. And as such a large item, rather than just scheduling it and sending it to the tenant, often it's best to have a conversation about that bill size, and if they're like a payment plan, how much can they afford to pay. So if it was $50 a week, as an example, if it was weekly, you can change those desired frequencies to weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. And then select the start date. And given that when you've got this, if you've got a 30-day notice period, if you're contacting them in advance for a payment plan, maybe best to start that earlier once they've got an agreement there. If you're going for an earlier date, then once you've selected the date, SimpleRent's going to calculate out the number of payments and show you the payments at each of the weeks in this example and the dates that they're going to be on, and the remaining balance as well. And you'll notice that usually when it's an odd amount, there'll be an amount at the end that will be different. So naturally, we're going to display that for you and also show it to the tenant. Let's just put in a description, for example, invoice, put a number on that, and we might call it water bill as an example. When we go to preview that email, it will now have the communication to the tenant, informing them about the payment plan for this specific invoice. And if you've got any attachments, you can add those in here, and then we'll also show that full schedule in detail as well. When you click on add payment and send, that's now going to set up that schedule for that water bill or for that invoice into the system, and also send off the email to the tenant as well. We can now see that the schedule has been set in place. There's all those water bills all nicely separated out. And as always, we send out our communication, whether that's email or SMS. You'll be able to see your delivery report, including opens and click-throughs as well. That's our new payment plan option. We hope you enjoy that. We hope it saves you some time. It can be of a real benefit for your tenants.